All right, let's jump straight into this explainer. Today, we're unpacking a really fascinating strategic management briefing that digs into a trap almost every successful entrepreneur falls into. We're going to look at exactly why hyper-involved founders, the ones grinding day and night, doing everything right, actually end up hitting a hard terminal growth ceiling.
So here's a pretty tough, maybe even uncomfortable question for you. Is your business actually scaling, or is it just surviving you? What the data in this briefing shows is that a lot of successful founders unknowingly become the literal bottleneck, stopping their own revenue scale. You build the vehicle, you fuel it with your sweat, but eventually you trap your business at a strict threshold because it completely relies on your daily input just to function.
In today's operational briefing, we're going to walk through 4 exact phases to structurally separate your time from the business. We'll hit 1, the terminal threshold, 2, architectural overclosure, 3, systematic decoupling, and finally, the 4-step sequence.
All right, kicking things off with section 1, the terminal threshold.
So the briefing points out something super critical. Your business can handle all sorts of crazy optimizations. You can overhaul your supply chain, fix your marketing funnels, you name it. But there's a catch. It hits an absolute brick wall if you, the founder, remain the central processing engine. If every minor crisis or operational pivot has to run through your brain, the business can only ever grow as large as your personal daily stamina.
To smash through that capacity ceiling, you've got to totally flip your mindset. The briefing puts it perfectly. Treat your personal bandwidth as a limited precision capital asset that must be aggressively decoupled. Basically, your time is not free labor for the company. It's premium capital, and you have to protect it.
Okay, let's look at the cognitive damage this actually causes in section 2, architectural overclosure.
This part is absolutely fascinating. The briefing doesn't just call micromanaging a bad habit. No, it diagnoses it as a literal neurological trap. They call it architectural overclosure. When you're constantly stuck in the weeds putting out fires, it spikes your baseline stress markers. And biologically, that nonstop tactical microload literally blinds your prefrontal cortex, the planning center of your brain, to long-range macro positioning. You simply can't calibrate premium vision when you're bogged down in the day-to-day.
But hey, it's not just your brain taking a hit here. The source data reveals things get pretty dark for your team too. The whole organization actually gets significantly weaker when you constantly intervene.
Check out this wild, totally counterintuitive finding. Team-level error monitoring actually drops when a founder manually forces themselves onto the frontline execution nodes. Why does that happen? Well, because your team just adapts to you being the ultimate safety net. If they know you're going to swoop in and fix everything, their internal governance collapses. They literally stop checking for their own mistakes because they know you'll catch them. You're basically training your organization to be helpless. So, how do we fix this pathology? That brings us to section 3, systematic decoupling. You really have a choice to make about your identity here. Are you a highly paid solo practitioner, or are you a true system architect? The solo practitioner is just drowning in tactical microloads and constant problem solving. But the system architect? They're focused on long-range macro positioning and setting up automated protocol gates. To make that jump, you have to purposefully starve the system of your active presence, so internal governance can finally take over. This means taking real, tangible action. You have to take all that implicit human expertise and translate it into immutable digital assets. You need to establish repeatable standard workflows and build strict systemic quality guardrails. The goal is to have the business running beautifully on programmatic data inputs instead of constantly relying on your emotional leadership to save the day. All right, let's get into the how-to with our final section, section 4, the 4-step sequence. The briefing lays out a strict, clinical, operational pipeline to kill this founder bottleneck for good. We've got 1, expertise decomposition, 2, routing node insulation, 3, automated asset fulfillment, and 4, capital equity reallocation. Let's break these down real quick. Step 1 is expertise decomposition. Think about the massive amount of knowledge locked in your head right now. You intuitively know how to handle clients, price things, and dodge risks. But if it's only in your head, you are the bottleneck. You have to systematically pull those operational protocols out of your brain and code them into clear, high-density system logic that anyone or any piece of software can follow flawlessly. Moving to step 2, routing node insulation. Once your logic is built into the system, you've got to protect your newly freed bandwidth. This means setting up absolute gatekeeping boundaries.
These boundaries have to permanently block non-urgent tactical problems from ever hitting your focus window. Basically, if a problem has a protocol, it should never reach your desk. Then comes step 3, automated asset fulfillment. This is where you configure your delivery lines so client progress updates and, this is huge, error correction loops run entirely on autopilot. Remember earlier when we said team error monitoring drops if you intervene? This is the cure for that. The system itself has to catch and fix errors without your input, keeping quality high even if you're totally unreachable.
And finally, step 4, capital equity reallocation. When you nail those first 3 steps, you're going to suddenly have this incredible surplus of time and mental clarity. But don't just waste it. This step ensures you aggressively direct all that freed bandwidth straight toward what actually matters: high-level strategic positioning, capital placements, and long-range system scaling. That is how you compound your revenue.
At the end of the day, the ultimate goal of optimizing your business is total structural separation from the day-to-day grind. The absolute highest leverage move you can make as a founder isn't to work harder. It's to starve the daily system of your presence. So I want to leave you with this provocative thought straight from the briefing. To achieve long-term net margin resilience, you must starve the system of your presence. Will you step away so your business can finally step up? Start thinking about what standard workflows you can code into your business today, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.